All right. So, guys, let's begin with our today's session. So, let me share the screen. Now, we are going to look at some more commands in Linux. So, I think another 3 4 classes we should be comfortable with all the required commands for DevOps engineer. For DevOps engineer, whatever is required, we'll comfortably finish all that commands in another 3 to 4 days. Okay. Now, today we guys are going to explore. We are going to explore. There is one more command called as ch own command. Okay, ch own command. Now, basically the ch own command, or some people call that a chown command. So whatever you want to call that, but ch own command means change ownership. Something to do with change the ownership. Earlier, what we studied was ch mode, which means we are changing, okay, the permissions of the file, who can access, who cannot access. And these permissions were actually dependent on three things: the owner permission, the group permission, and then we had others permission. But now let's assume I have a requirement wherein I've created one file. Okay, and I'm the owner of this file. Let's see this practically here. Okay, I'm going to create one file right now. If you now notice the current user, who am I? Correct? EC2 user. Now what I will do is, as an EC2 user, let me create one file. I'll use a touch command and let me create one file called as psa.txt. Okay, who created this? EC2 user. So if I now do ls-l, by default, the owner of this file psa.txt is EC2 owner. He's the owner of the file, and this is the group name. Okay, he is the user who is the owner, and this is the group name. Now I want to change the ownership of this file. I want to make some other user an owner of this particular file. So this is where, okay, ch own, change the ownership command in Linux is used. Okay, so ch own command is used to change the ownership of files and directories. So whatever folders I'm creating, whatever files I'm creating, whatever folders I'm creating, I would like to change its ownership. Ownership is typically divided into two categories: owner, the user, and the group. Which means I can now do two things here. This file, whoever the owner was, I can change that owner. Okay, and same way I can also change the group. Example, okay, by modifying this, system administrators can control access and management permissions. Okay, so why I want to change the ownership is because by changing the ownerships, what I can do is I can give them an access, okay, to control all the permissions on that file. Like the system administrators, I will make them an owner. So now, as an owner of that file, what they can do, they can change the permissions on that particular file. I hope this part is clear, everyone, now. Okay, because yesterday we saw that whatever the permissions I was changing now, it was the owner of that file who was changing the permissions of that file. But let's say I want to transfer this ownership to someone else who can now take care of what? Control the access and manage, okay, what? Permissions. Now, how to change the ownership? In order to change the ownership, we will use sudo, okay, change owner, new owner, okay, for this file or a directory. So sudo change owner, the new owner name for which file. Now I already have two users here, Mike and Stalin. Fine. So I've not deleted that particular EC2 instance. I already have Mike and Stalin, who are two, okay, users already existing in my system. So now what I'll do is I'll use a sudo change owner, okay, Mike, for which file? For psa.txt. Now when I do that, ls-l, you see that the owner here for psa.txt, it was EC2, and now the owner is what? Mike. Did you understand now? Which means now, since he's the owner of the file, he can now manage the permissions on that file. Did you understand this? Everyone, are you able to understand this now? Yeah. The same way now, I want to change the group. Now, how do I change the group? In order to change the group, the command is very simple. Just go here and put a colon. That's it. If you put colon, what is now changed? ls hyphen l. Is it changed now? Okay, group and the owner, both is changed. Sir, can I change both together? Yes, you can do that. You can just go here, and I have one more user in my system called as Stalin, and I will change this basically to what? Stalin. Now observe ls hyphen l. What do you see here now? Who is the user? Who is the owner? I can rename it together. So what is the command I'm using to change the ownership of the file? Ch own sudo, but you have to run this as a sudo user, super user. Sudo ch stands for change owner, the new owner name and the file. Okay, if you want to change a group, sudo ch owner colon group name. Okay, then after that the file. If you want to change both together, sudo ch own, then what? The username colon the group name and the file name. Okay, is this clear, everyone? I hope online people, you guys are getting this. Yes, आज Friday का है time, तो Friday पता नहीं students कहाँ गायब हो जाते हैं, right? जैसे ही Friday आता है, मतलब Friday के दिन क्या कर रहे पता नहीं. हाँ, कहाँ होगे? हाँ, ब्लू बेल. हाँ, मधुलोका. Okay, right. Let's continue further now. Now we saw how to change the owner, we saw how to change the group, and we saw both together how to change this. I'm going to take class today for a very lesser time because of one Friday effect. Second thing is, हम भी कभी कभी बोर हो जाते क्लास लेने में, right? तो जल्दी जल्दी आज कंप्लीट करेंगे थोड़ा, ठीक है? Now, what is the difference between ch mode and ch own? Ch mode is used to modify, right? To modify the file or directory permissions. And ch own is used to change the ownership of files and directories. Is this clear? Okay. Now we will look at one more very important concept, is finding files in Linux. Okay. So there should be some mechanism using which I can find the files in Linux. If it is Windows operating system, see, I'll just go here. I have a search option. I will start searching here, right? And I should be able to what? Search the required files here. But the point is, how do I do the same thing in Linux? I want to search certain files. There might be hundreds of files. And among these hundreds of files, I want to search particular file. So to locate files in Linux system, the find command is highly versatile and powerful, which means now there is one more command we are going to look at called as find. The find command is used in order to locate the files. It allows you to search the files, search for files and directories based on various criteria such as the name, type, size, modification date. Now, when you search a particular file, even in Windows, you will notice that I can search a file based on the size of the file, the modification date, the latest file, old files based on the modification date, the type of the file, what kind of file it is, basically based on the type of the file you can search. Let's see this here one by one. So before we move further, understand the basic syntax. We will apply find, we'll give the path and then the expression. Now what is this path? The directory to start the search. For example, I want to search all the files in /home directory. So that is the path. So I'll give find /home. I want to find the file, let's say in your let's say mic folder. So I will now give find /home/mic. Okay, that is the path. And then comes is the expression. Expression means the file that you're searching, can you give me the name of that file? Can you tell me what is the type of that file? For example, we'll see the type of the file, whether the type of the file that we are talking about, we will all observe here further with the example, and the size of the file. Let's take practical examples to understand this. This is very, very easy topic. Sir has given command सर हैज गिवन कमेंट, अभी मैं मंडे क्लास चालू करने के पहले पीडीएफ दे दूंगा सबको, ठीक है, बिकॉज आई गेट सम टाइम इन बिटवीन, सो सैटरडे संडे थोड़ा टाइम निकाल के पीडीएफ जनरेट करके आपको सब दे दूंगा। आई हैव टू जस्ट टेक फ्रॉम माय ईमेल ऑल दैट पीडीएफ, आई जनरेट एंड गिव इट टू यू, ओके, पक्का ऑन मंडे, इज इज क्लियर? ओके, मैं आपको नोट्स दूंगा, आप क्या दोगे मुझे? हाँ, रिजल्ट, वो तो आपके लिए, मेरे को क्या मिलेगा? हाँ, ब्लेसिंग तो बड़े छोटों को देंगे, यस और नो, राइट? ब्लेसिंग्स तो बड़े, हाँ। हाँ, क्या? हार गया? हाँ, क्या बोल रहे, पता नहीं चल रहा है। ए, मेरे को नहीं बोलना है भाई, थक गया हूँ मैं 15 साल से बोल बोल के, ये प्लेस्ड हो गया, वो प्लेस्ड हो, मेरे को बोलना ही नहीं है, राइट? कौन प्लेस्ड हुआ हुआ, कौन नहीं हुआ नहीं हुआ, मेरे को बोलना ही नहीं है, वो बोल बोल के मैं 15 साल से थक गया हूँ मैं, राइट? एनीवेज, लेट्स कंटिन्यू फर्दर नाउ। ऑनलाइन पीपल कमेंट्स ऑन दिस, बोलते हैं मधु लोग, आप लोग जाओ, मुझे नहीं जाना है, राइट? यशवंत गणेश सेक्योर्ड को 11 एलपीए, कॉन्ग्रेचुलेशन ब्रो। अब वो पैकेज लिया 11 लाख का आपको, आफ्टर गेटिंग जॉब पार्टी सर, ठीक है, चलो देखते। एनीवेज, लेट्स कंटिन्यू फर्दर नाउ। नाउ लेट्स सी बेसिकली हाउ टू डू दिस, सो वी हैव सर्टेन एग्जांपल्स हियर। I have here now sudo find slash home hyphen name and the name of the file. So understand why name is being used. This particular hyphen name is used if you want to search the file based on names. Observe here. So I'm going to go here now, okay, back to this thing, and I will search sudo slash home. That's the path. And in that particular folder, I want to search a file with this name. Okay, so whichever file with this name is there, f1.txt, inside that folder, home. Inside home, there might be another folder. Within that folder also, if it is there, it will give me. So this command not found because I did not use here find. सबसे important चीज तो हम यहाँ पे क्या भूल गए? Sudo find. Okay, that is what we need to do it. Find the files in the home directory based on the name, based on the name, that is f1.txt. See this? Now I got two files. It's not just searching in home, it will also search in the subdirectories of home. So under home, there is f1.txt, and under home ec2-user f1.txt. I hope this part is clear. Everyone? Yes? Okay. आप मुझे 15 दिन की छुट्टी दे दो, बाकी कुछ नहीं चाहिए। देखो, अभी किसी को बात ही नहीं करना है, राइट? जैसे ही छुट्टी पूछता हूँ 15 दिन का, किसी को बात ही नहीं करना, 15 दिन की छुट्टी दे दो। देखो, बोला ना मैं। हाँ, देखो ये पूछता है क्यों सर। Anyways, let's continue further. Now we saw how to search the files with a specific name. Is this example clear? Now we need to search empty files. Let's say I want to search only for empty files. I have just created some empty files which is of no use. Okay, I want to find out all the empty files so that later I can remove all that files. Okay, unnecessarily empty files are there in my system which I'm not using it. So how do I search for empty files? So we will use here the type F. This is where the type comes in picture. This type will tell what kind of file it is. So how do we do this? Come on, help me out with the command now. I'm going to type here sudo, then what? Find, then slash home. In slash home, what are you finding? Hyphen type file, which is what? Empty. Did you understand this now? Right? No. What is that? What is that wrong we have done here? Huh? It says path must precede expression. Right? So we have done something wrong here. What is wrong here? Because we have not added here hyphen empty. Is this clear everyone now? So we will have to add here hyphen empty. Is this clear? I got all the empty files. These are all the empty files now that is present inside your home directory. Tell me what are the two commands I covered so far? Sudo find slash home hyphen name of the file. Second, sudo find slash home hyphen type f, and the file should be of the type empty. All empty files, I got it here. Is these two commands clear, all of you? Yes, excellent. Now we will look at search for empty directories. How do we search for empty directories? Similar command. How we will do it? Sudo find what? Slash home, then what? Huh? Hyphen. Okay, we need to give hyphen type. What is the type this time? So are you understanding now the option that I'm using here? I can basically find empty directories. I can file empty files. Hyphen D, hyphen empty. Is this clear? This is one folder that is empty. See, you need not by heart these commands. Okay? This will all, see what happens is how much ever you remember the command, all commands nobody can keep it in mind. You should just be good at getting those commands from ChatGPT or anywhere and making that work. Basic commands you should remember. Cat command, grep command, touch command, these all things. And when you keep practicing, the usages will automatically make you remember the things. Is this clear? Everyone? Okay. And what commands to remember during interview questions? Because here, the interview questions, I will be taking that up in DevOps at the end. Reason is, this is the batch where the interview questions idea people will not be having it, since the seniors interaction with DevOps here will not happen, as this is the first batch of DevOps. Is this clear? So I'll be giving you all the interview questions. So next thing, let's look at find files modified 30 days ago. Find those files modified 30 days ago. What you will do now? Find home hyphen m time, and 30 here is days, and print it. So how will you do that? How will you do that? Tell me. How will you do that? We'll go here, paste this, and then we are going to write here. Now I don't have 30 days because I never created the system 30 days back. I created probably 1 or 2 days back. I'll give 1. Did I get now all the files that has been created basically 1 day back? Some of the files I created, some of the files are internally created. Now these files, some of the files that you see here is not been created by me. These files are created by someone else. I hope this part is clear. Everyone, any doubts, any queries, do you have it? All right, everyone clear with this now? Okay, now let's move ahead further. Find the files that modified. Okay, now I want to delete the files which is basically older than 1 day. I want to delete all that files which is older than 1 day. How will you do it? Now I'll not execute this command. Okay, but when I do this now, all that files, this is 1 day old, will get deleted. Because there are certain files which I have not created it. I don't want to run this command, but I hope you understood. All that files 1 day back which is now being created can be deleted this way. I hope this part is clear for all of you. Yes? Yes? Huh. So now look at here. Okay, hyphen name matches files with specific name. Hyphen type specifies the file, which is what? A regular file, or it can be what? A directory. When I say file, understand it is not just a text file. It can be an image file. It can be basically a video file. It can be what? Some other file. Did you understand that now? Next, empty matches files or directory which is empty. Okay, then hyphen m time matches the files based on modification time. So this is how it is basically. So it can be what? 10 days, or it can be last 10 days. It can be basically files modified more than n days or something. Print and delete. Did you all get this now? Yes, everybody got this part? Yeah? The search operations, are you all clear with this part? Online students clear with this part? आज का टॉपिक इतना ही, ठीक है? आज का टॉपिक इतना ही. Is this clear, everyone? Yes, online students, yes? Okay. So today's class will wind up little early, as I said. Okay, all enjoy weekend, practice karo, prepare karo. Monday I will continue from here further, and now important commands I'll be taking. How to use these commands basically, very oftenly, how these commands are used as a DevOps engineer. We will have to work on that particular thing. Okay, is this clear? You see, some of the DevOps engineer, what they do, they write Linux commands and install MySQL database. They'll write Linux command and download Java. These commands, why we studied it is because, what if I want to download some, see, I'm going to deploy my Java application into server. Correct. When I deploy our Java application into server, there are so many softwares required for my application to run. I might require Tomcat. I might require MySQL database. I might require, okay, JDK. I might require some other thing. All that basically, how do we do it? Some practicals on that we will be taking that up.